Alrighty, y'all. Sorry about that. I had to come back. My stream was messing up on me a little bit there, but I'm back. I had to take care of that other one that I just did, but it's whatever. Now, alright. Now, before I stopped, got stopped, I should say. Congratulations to the Houston Texans, AFC South Division champion of the last 4 years. Finished with 11-5 record. Amazing after starting off 0-3. Now, as you saw the title of this video, it is stated Houston Texans 2018 season. Now, I know we as Texan fans, well, some of us, I know I am, but some of us are tired of hearing about, wins and losses in the season. And the reason why I want to go ahead and bring this up is for a couple of reasons. One, hey, that a lot of fans of other teams like say, oh, you had the easiest schedule, blah, blah, blah. Well, if that's the case, I do want to say this here. How come nobody else in NFL history has ever done what we've done? So it hasn't been too easy then. Yep, I am proud too, H Train. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate that. Anybody come in, please hit that like button. Appreciate that. To just let everybody else know that someone's here talking Texans football. As you see, I know, and as y'all probably saw earlier, I did a stream with my boy Ed Hunter on Soft Sports. A lot of people got on me about New Orleans jersey, talking about his Tennessee Titans. I get what everybody's saying on that. I really, really do. But far as I can remember, number one, Warren Moon played for the city of Houston. So this is Houston, not Tennessee. I get what everybody's saying, but at the end of the day, whatever. But that's not what I'm talking about. Now, like I said, I represent the city of Houston. Now, with all that being said, now as you probably can see here, took a lot of notes. And I'm gonna go by the season. Wins and losses. Now I know people gonna get tired of hearing about it, and I understand, but the reason why I want to bring this up, because number one, I'm kind of tired of everybody talking about we had the easiest schedule, we got the easiest way into the playoffs, blah blah blah. Like I said before, it feels so easy. Why nobody else has never done it? Excuse me. Why nobody else has never done this? We seem to be the only one. Wonder why that is. Excuse me, there. Now, as we all know, Texas started off 0-3, and had a great season. The only other team to start off 0-3 and have a great season like that was the 1925 New York Giants. They started off 0-3, won 7 straight. Now we beat that by 2 games, 9 straight. So like I said, if it was so easy, how come nobody else has never done these things? I'm gonna get more into detail what I'm talking about in a minute. Now, down the 1925 Giants, they won 7 straight, finished the season 8-4. Because they only played 12 games back then. That's pretty damn good. So they only lost one more game, in the whole season. That's pretty damn good. So they started off, they finished the season, 8-4. We finished the season, of course, as everybody knows, 11-5. Had the 9-game winning streak. The only team in NFL history to ever do this. Now, we do become the second team in NFL history to start off 0-3 and make the playoffs. The only other team to do that was the 1992 San Diego Chargers. Not the LA Chargers, San Diego Chargers. Well, whatever, still the Chargers. Anyway, now, and that's pretty good. Now, what I want to do here is go by our opponents that we had for the season, the records, before the game started and after the game started, the records, of course, all of our opponents. Now, the reason why I want to do this, and I'm going to end this, I'm never going to talk about this ever again, at least not into this depth, I guess you could say. I'm going to talk about how we had not an easy season. And then on top of that, you can't help who you have to play. We don't make the schedule. I wish we did. I wish fans did make the schedule, but fans don't make the schedule. I don't know who makes the schedule, but we don't make it. We only could play who's on your schedule, and you only have the option, to win or lose these games. I know we as fans, we like to look at teams' records and say, oh, that team's sorry, the team sucked, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to lie, I do that myself sometimes. I find myself doing that. But we do have to sit here and say this. These are other big old grown 300-pound men that's in front of you that's trying to take you out. And I'm not trying to use no cliche, not trying to use no excuses. It might sound like it, but trust me, I'm not. I'm just stating obvious facts. And like my boy Ed Huncho said before on one of his streams, for example, let's take the New York Jets. We know they ain't going nowhere. They ain't not making no playoffs. They're not going to do anything. But guess what? A lot of them people, even the Jacksonville Jaguars who we just beat, but a lot of them people on them teams and other teams as well, what they are doing and putting down audition tape to keep their career going, to keep making that money that they're making in the NFL. So of course they're gonna ball out, play their ass off. AFC South best division in the NFL, most wins. People are ignorant about the wins. Yeah, it's true. People are ignorant about the wins and losses. I agree with you. Now, and then, like I said, because, everybody knows I'm here in Colorado, I got a lot of crap from Bronco fans, talking about our easy scheduling that we had and blah, blah, blah. To quote Nate Burleson, what he said, never apologize for a win. And then he said he saw it on Twitter. I saw it too before, but I tried to go back and find it so I can post it on here, but I could not find it. I don't know if it got taken down or if I just can't find it no more. What? But someone said that Texans have the easiest schedule in NFL, the easiest 9-game win streak in NFL history. Like I said, if it's so easy, how come no one else in history of the NFL has done what we just done? No one. So, anyway, let me go ahead and get into this, and then I'm going to go more into detail of what it is I'm trying to say. Of course, we all know the first game of the season, we played the New England Patriots. Of course, both our records was 0-0. Of course, first game of the season. Now, of course, they beat us 27-20. After the game, of course, they're 1-0, and we're 0-1. Next game, Tennessee Titans. We started the game. They was 0-1. So was we. 0-1. They beat us 17-20. So they go to 1-1. We go to 0-2. Next game, New York Giants. They beat us 27-22. Well, at first they come into the game, 0-2. And then when they beat us 27-22, they leave with a 1-2 record. We leave with a 0-3 record. Next game, Indianapolis Colts. We both come into that game 0-3. We beat them in overtime, 37-34. They leave with an 0-4 record. We leave with a 1-3 record. Our first win of the season. Next game was the Dallas Cowboys. They come into the game 2-2. Of course, we come to the game 1-3. We beat them in overtime, 16-19. They leave with a 2-3. We leave with a 2-3 record. Next game, Buffalo Bills. They come to the game 2-3. We beat them 13-20. They leave with a 2-4 record. We leave with a 3-3 record. So we finally at 500. We finally even, almost like a brand new season. Excuse me. Next game, Jacksonville Jaguars. They come in with a 3-3 record. So did we. We beat them 27-20. They leave with a 3-4 record. We leave with a 4-3 record. Then we got the Miami Dolphins. We both come in at 4-3. We beat them 42-23. Excuse me. They leave with a 4-4 record. We leave with a 5-3. Then we got the Denver Broncos. They come in at 3-5. We beat them 19-17. They lead with a 3-6 record. We lead with a 6-3 record. Then we go to the Washington Redskins. At that time, we both were 6-3. We beat them 23-21. They lead with a 6-4 record. We lead with a 7-3 record. Now I know this is getting boring and don't make any sense, but once I'm done with this, you'll see where I'm going with this. Then we got the Tennessee Titans. They come in with a 5-5 record. We come in with a 7-3 record. We beat them 17-34. They lead with a 5-6 record. We lead with we lead with an 8-3 record. Then we got the Cleveland Browns. We beat them 13-29. They came in with a 4-6-1 record, leave with a 4-7-1 record, and we leave with a 9-3 record. Then we got the Indianapolis Colts. Excuse me, I can't say that right for some reason. They come in with a 6-6 record. They beat us 24-21. They lead with a 7-6 record. We lead with a 9-4 record. Then we played the New York Jets. We beat them 29-22. But they came in with a 4-9 record, lead with a 4-10 record. We lead with a 10-4 record. Then we play the Eagles. They come in at 7-7. We lose to them 30-32. They lead with 7-8. We lead with a 10-5. Then of course, just now the Jacksonville Jaguars. They come in at 5-10. We beat them 20-3. They lead with at 5-11, and we of course finish the season at 11-5. Now, I know you're thinking, okay, we all know that. What's your point? Okay, my point is this. And like I said, this is going to be the last time I speak on it this much in depth. But the reason why I'm doing that is because of this. We all talk about how the national media don't give us no respect. And how some fans of other teams talking about, we had to win. Sorry about that. And they talk about how we had the easiest schedule. Now, reason why I'm putting it like that, I'm gonna start with the Denver Broncos. We beat them. So since we had the easy record, we beat them. And the common opponent, Cleveland Browns. They lost to the Cleveland Browns a couple of weeks ago. We beat the Cleveland Browns. Now, let's start off with the New England Patriots. Well, let's go to the New England Patriots to say. They beat us to start the season. Of course, we started off 0-3. But we finished the season with the same exact record at 11-5. Of course, they own the tiebreaker over us because they beat us early in the season. But record-wise, we finished with the same record, 11-5. If that makes sense to you. Now, we beat a couple of teams at the time that we played them, was in top 5 defense and top 10 defense. The top 5 defense at the time we played them and beat them was the Dallas Cowboys, Denver Broncos, and Washington Redskins. Now the top 10 that we was the Buffalo Bills. I'm talking about teams that we beat, and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now we beat these teams twice. Now I don't know about the Jaguars at the end of this last game right here, what their top defense was, what their defense was ranked at. But I know when we beat them early in the season, they was in the top 10. And last year, of course, we know they went to the AFC Championship game, was this close to making it to the Super Bowl. This close. A couple plays here now, they could have went to the Super Bowl. Last year, they called themselves Saxonville. Well, Saxonville couldn't do nothing. Yeah, they had great defense, and they were stopping us on offense, But eventually, of course, they lost the game. Now, I'm bringing all this up here to say this here. This is going to be my last time really talking about the national media not giving Houston sports any respect. I'm talking about the Houston Texans, Houston Astros, Houston Rockets. So, if this doesn't convince you that we're never going to get that respect, I don't know what will. We as fans, we know what we got. Like we've been saying for a couple of seasons, well, more than a couple, but a few seasons now. DeAndre Hopkins was the best receiver in the game. Well, not was, but is the best receiver in the game. He is the best receiver in the game. And it took that catch where he caught it in the back of his leg against the Dolphins in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, week 8. Week 8, excuse me. Yeah, Lamar Miller is underrated as well. You're right, A-String. But we've been telling people this for the longest because we see it. And he hasn't really been getting that much respect. I mean, yeah, they might mention him here and there. You know, you might see them mentioning, but they don't talk to him. Oh, excuse me, not talk to him. Sorry, they don't talk about him like they talk about Antonio Brown or Odell Beckham or Julio Jones. It took for the Texans to do something amazing. Like I always say, with Houston sports, it take them. It take for something for us to do something amazing for them to recognize us, and that's crazy. That's crazy. To me, that's crazy. Don't make no sense. But they'll recognize the Patriots. Oh, something ain't wrong. Something is wrong with Tom Brady. He ain't the same as he normally been. Is their dynasty over? Well, could be. Don't know. But the thing is what I'm saying. And then they talk about Big Ben, calling out his teammates and stuff like that in the in the public eye and all that stuff. They'll talk about that. The negative stuff about uh, 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 about what these other teams are doing. But it takes something miraculously to happen for them to talk about Houston sports. As you notice, I'm gonna say this here first. I'm gonna put this in quotes. I'm not a big baseball fan, but I have noticed when the Houston Astros won the World Series a couple of seasons back, they really didn't talk about the Astros that much. They started talking about, well, this other team here has a shot to win it. Excuse me. This other team here has a shot to win it. Win the next season. Blah blah blah. I'm like, wow, that's disrespectful. Wow. But like I said, I don't know too much about baseball, so I can't really go into depth in that. Now, I have noticed too with the Houston Rockets. Last season, we were this close to going to the NBA Finals, knocking off the Golden State Warriors. What are they talking about? Chris Paul's hamstring. Oh, they're one hamstring away from beating the Warriors and going to the finals. So, no need to be nervous, A-Strain. No need to be nervous. Don't be nervous. We got this. I'm not nervous. Like I said in Huncho's stream, I don't care who we face. I am ready. Whether we win or lose, I don't care. I'm ready. Like Ric Flair used to say, in order to be the best, you got to beat the best. And that's what I'm waiting on. The team that I want to face first, well, I know we ain't going to face them first, but who I want to face first is the New England Patriots because they, for the most part, always took us out of the playoffs. Now, I know that, there was a couple of times the Chiefs did and the Ravens did, but for the most part, the Patriots always took us out the playoffs. So it's finally time for us to get this done. Deshaun Watson first playoff appearance. Of course, rookie season last year. We all know what happened. All the injuries on both sides of the ball to almost the whole damn team. Almost only player that was consistent was. You say you want Mahomes versus Watson? Hey, that would be a good one. The only player that was consistent on the team was DeAndre Hopkins last year. Now, excuse me. Also, too, I want to talk a little bit about Deshaun Watson. I saw a little thing that he was talking about. He was talking about since he was a sophomore in high school, I think what he said. Yeah, it had to be high school. I know. I'll put I know he said in high school, he's never lost a game by more than one score, and that's confident, and I like that. I like that. He said, I'm gonna try to put that article in the chat because I saw that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put that article in the chat right now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here, just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Not in the chat, but in the description box. Is what I meant to say. Just give me 1 second, because I saw that and I was just in amazed that he said that. See if I can find that real quick. Give me 1 second. I know he said it, and it kind of shocked me that I'm like, wow, if that's true, that's amazing. You haven't lost by more than one score that in a long time. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it right now, but I will find it and I will put it in the description box so y'all can read it yourself. But anyway, back to what I was talking about. But I will find that. I guarantee it. I will find it and I will put that link in the description box. So I do apologize about that. Now, uh, going back to what I was saying though, is that I like that kind of quarterback that got confidence in themselves, that's really a leader among men, and it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I don't know if people noticed this, but right after this game here, where we just beat the Jaguars to clinch the AFC South, during DeAndre Hopkins' uh, post-game speech to the media, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Andre Johnson was up there with them. I saw that and I was like, whoa. And Andre Johnson was talking about how he knew DeAndre Hopkins was something special. And another thing is this here. The Texans are already trying to get a deal in place to keep the honey badger. Uh, Trying to work out something, trying to do something, to protect Deshaun Watson as well too on the offensive line. I already saw reports that the Texans are trying to, make something happen. Now, of course, they can't do it now, but they already in talks and in plans. The general manager, you know, you know, and the scouting team and stuff like that. So, with that being said, I don't know if y'all know this, but I did a video a while back called Pick Number 32. The reason why I did that and I named that video Pick Number 32 because that's what I want the Texas slogan to be this playoff season. Pick Number 32. And if we don't know what that means, that basically means that we should have the last pick in the draft. And when you got the last pick in the draft in the NFL, that means you won the Super Bowl. Now, do I think the Texans are going to win the Super Bowl this year? I'm going to be honest, no, I do not. But I do want that to be the slogan. The reason why I'm saying something like that is this here. Is because you want to give your team motivation to achieve that ultimate goal. Now, the number one reason why I think we probably won't make it to the Super Bowl is because of our offensive line. Now, I know I keep saying DeAndre Hopkins. Yeah, him too, but I meant to say Deshaun Watson has done some amazing things with a weak line. Like, he just got sacked 6 times, but still put up some great numbers today. Still, did what he had to do to carry the team. Now, while I was also on Huncho's stream talking about the Texans win today, Saw Sports with my boy Huncho, I was talking about getting a first round bye. And I understand what Tenny was saying, and I 100% agree with him that we need to focus on what we're doing, not someone else. And he's 100% right. Really, he's more than 100% right. But the reason why I was saying that is because what I want to happen, the reason why I wanted the first round bye, because I don't know if anyone else has noticed, but right at the first half, or the first quarter, no, at the end of the first half, excuse me, J.J. Watt was walking off the field, kind of holding, well, I ain't going to say holding, but kind of, embracing that left arm a little bit like it's a little stinger. His right arm, excuse me, his right arm, not his left. I'm sorry. But anyway, he was holding his arm a little bit like it was a little stinger, like it was bothering him. I mean, he still played a good game, but that's the reason why I say he wants the players to rest up. Then we all know Hopkins got the bum ankle. He's still balling like crazy, but you don't want to get worse if you go deep into the playoff. Get a little bit of rest. You know what I'm saying? Let that rest up a little. That's the reason why I was saying that. Also, too, with Lamar Miller coming back, you know what I'm saying? Get him a little bit more into game speed. And if Kiki QT come back, I don't know if he will or not. You know what I'm saying? Get that little bit of rest. You know what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I was talking about that. And also, too, I can't think of his name right now, but running back that we just got, in the draft, I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, it'll come to me. But that's the only reason why I was talking about that. Now, I get what he was saying, and he's 100% right. Once again, I will say that. But that's the reason why I wanted it. Yeah, Deontay Foreman. Thank you, that A-Train. But, yeah, that's the reason why I wanted it. Now, and like I said, I know it's not ideal, and that's cool. But, I mean, not ideal, but that we should need to focus on ourselves and what we can do, what we should be doing. We can control what we got, what we doing. And that's true, and he's 100% right. But that's the reason why I wanted it. Now, in all, my personal opinion, I think this is the best season we ever had. I know we had a 12-4 season one time, and I'm not knocking that season. That was a great season as well, too. But the reason why I'm saying this is a great season because of everything that we have been through, and it looks like, for the most part, and I'm going to keep saying that for a while now, we finally got a damn good, decent quarterback. Hopkins, they all gelling together. Everybody's gelling together, seems like. We're getting the pieces that we need, here and there. And then also, too, with Demaryius Thomas' ankle. I know he's out for the year. He might be out the start of next season. I don't know exactly how long he might be out. I know it's a Achilles heel. He could be out for a while, so he could be out to the middle of next season probably. It depends, I guess, on how he heals. But when y'all come in, please hit that like button. It don't cost you nothing. It don't even cost you a penny. Matter of fact, it costs you less than a penny. Just hit that like button. Appreciate it. But I think that for the most part, I don't know for sure who we're gonna be playing, whether it's the Colts or the Titans. I don't care who we face. Me being honest, yeah, I know the Colts is a tougher challenge, and I know the Colts, they on a roll right now. But we are number one, as you see right here. We are number one, and we can stop that. Stop them from being on a roll. We can stop them. So with all that being said, I appreciate everyone for taking time out to come watch me jibber jabber a little bit here. Coach dominating tonight, that's fine. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. I'm ready. Like I said before, 14-0. Okay, cool. Like I said before, to quote the great Ric Flair once again, in order to be the best, you gotta beat the best, and that's exactly what I'm ready to do this postseason. Whether we, what I'm saying, I'm going in and I'm confident, knowing damn well that we can handle. I ain't gonna say handle, but we can go toe to toe with anybody. With anybody. That's how confident I am. Now, will it happen? It's all going to remain to be seen. But I am confident in my team and what I want to happen. Like I said before, maybe 2 weeks ago, I project this team to go to the AFC Championship. Now, I will say this here. I said that before we had before that Demaryius Thomas injury. I'm not going to change it. I'm still saying that's what I believe. But do I think we're going to win the AFC Championship? No, because if we do, that means we're going to the Super Bowl, and I don't believe we're going to go to the Super Bowl. I'm just being real. This is just what I think, what I project, what is going to happen. Now, with all that being said, I feel go watch some of this Coast game, see who we're going to be playing. I don't know when the playoffs going to start for us. I know it might be on Saturday or Sunday, because that's usually how it goes. But with all that being said, congratulations to the Houston Texans, 2018 AFC South champions. 3 out of the last 4 years. I'm happy. I'm proud. I just can't say enough. We balling. We doing good. We finally getting a good chemistry with all our players. Injured, not injured, going in and out of the lineup. Even some of our third stringers or whatever, practice squad players, all that stuff. And before I go, that's another thing I want to talk about. I see that Deshaun Watson, he does not mind spreading the ball around to other players. I don't know if anybody else has ever noticed that, but he does spread the ball around a lot. And in this game, DeAndre Hopkins didn't even have a touchdown. We had a rushing touchdown. Well, both our touchdowns were rushing. One by Miller, and the other one, of course, by Watson. And we still played good. So the reason why I'm saying it like that is because that just shows we do not have to depend on DeAndre Hopkins to give us points. That we can go elsewhere to get our points, and that's always a good thing. That you don't always have to rely on one person. So, now with all that being said, I am going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to go relax and chill, watch some more of this, not watch some more, but go and watch a little bit of this game to see who might play in the first round, see if the Titans might come back. I doubt it, but you never know. It's the NFL. You never know what's going to happen. Anyway, this is your boy Man Up. I'm going to go ahead and chunk the deuce. I'm outie. Peace. Thank you.